Okay, so let us solve some numericals which are based upon the rotational speed, right? So we'll solve only two numericals. One is the question number 6 and then another is 7. These two are very easy numericals that you can easily solve, right? So in this, the first is a flywheel which the acceleration of the flywheel at a uniform velocity is observed to have made 100 revolutions to increase its velocity from 120 rpm to 160 rpm. Okay, so there was a flywheel and that flywheel accelerates, and due to that acceleration it has made 100 revolutions, and in that 100 revolutions its velocity is increased from 120 revolution per minute to 160 revolutions per minute. Okay, there are some grammatical error in this, right? So please ignore it. If the flywheel originally started from rest, at the initial stage the flywheel was at rest only. Now he's asking what is the value of acceleration. Okay, time taken to increase the velocity from 120 to 160, revolution made in reaching velocity of this starting from rest. From starting to 160, what were the revolutions? Okay, so let us try to solve this numerical. Very easy. So in this, first was having the uniform acceleration omega naught, 120 rpm, 160 rpm, and that 100 revolution was there, right? But the flywheel originally started from rest. It's okay. So the value of acceleration, see, will apply the equation v square is equal to u square plus twice as. Analogous to this, will apply this equation w square is equal to omega naught square or w naught square plus twice alpha theta. Okay, so but w should be in radian per second, and in this case we are having revolution per minute rpm, so we have to change it. How to change this value? W naught is equal to 120 revolution multiplied by 2 pi upon 60, because revolution per minute, and in one revolution how much angle? 2 pi per minute, and I need to convert it into second. So that is why for one circle I converted into 2 pi, for 1 minute I had converted into seconds. So my value will be in radian per second. So omega naught will be 4 pi, omega will be 16 by 3 pi, and theta same way for revolution. One revolution is equal to 2 pi, same way for revolution is equal to 200 pi. Okay, so in this, if I put all these three values, then I will get the answer as alpha is the only unknown, and alpha I can get very easily 0.6141 upon 2 pi and 0.0977 radian per second square. Okay, then time t he is asking and theta he is asking. So time t you can get from this equation, w is equal to omega naught plus alpha t, because he is asking the time t in which it has from this to this rpm, how much time is it took of that acceleration, so that you can easily get. And same way for theta from very starting, from initial stage. So for initial stage, what you will take as, you will take omega naught as equal to 0, omega already you know, plus twice alpha theta, and theta is only unknown, and then from that you can get that value of theta into radian, and then if you convert you will get this much of revolutions, right? So this is the answer of your sixth, if I am correct, yes, sixth numerical. Now last numerical in this is seventh numerical. So in this, if I read out this, the step pulley shown in figure starts from rest. Okay, this is the step pulley. See in this, why it is called a step pulley? Because it's a one single pulley in which two pulleys are there of different diameter, right? There is one pulley which is having a diameter of, radius of 0.75 meter, and there is another pulley which is having the radius of 1 meter. So from 0.75 diameter pulley, 0.75 radius pulley, block B is attached, and of 1 meter block A is attached. And in this understanding is like this, that if block A will move down, then block B will move up. If block B will move down, then A will move up. That's how that you can easily imagine, right? So this is what is step pulley. So in this step pulley shown in figure starts from rest and accelerates at 2 radian per second square. Okay, then he's saying how much time is required for block A to move 20 meter. Okay, how much time is required for block A to move 20 meter. I do not know whether it will move towards downside or towards upside, but he's asking me how much time is required for block A to move 20 meter. Okay, I'll calculate that and find also the velocity of A and B at that time. Okay, no issues. Let us come to the solution of it. So it is like that. How much time is required for block A to move 20 meter? Okay. Now one point is very clear. If this block A will move 20 meter, then how much this pulley, the larger pulley, will rotate? We know V is equal to R into omega, right? VA, and S is equal to R into theta. S is equal to R into theta. And what is S? 20 meter, this one. And R is, its radius is 1. And theta is the angular distance traveled by this larger pulley. And what is that angular distance? That is 20 radian. And the same angular distance will be traveled by the shorter pulley, right? But the larger pulley will travel more linear distance, but the shorter pulley will travel lesser linear distance because of its radius, right? So okay, so but from this equation I'll get the value of theta. Once I get the value of theta and omega naught was 0, and then theta I know, so in this equation I can get the theta is equal to omega naught into t plus half alpha t square, or theta is equal to 20 radian is equal to half alpha is equal to 2 t square. From this I'll get the value of t as 4.472 second, and if I see the value of VA is equal to, the velocity of A is equal to RA into omega. The velocity of VB is equal to RB into omega. And RA and RB is clear to me. And still I do not know what is the value of omega, right? Or W. This small w. So small w I can always calculate. W is equal to omega naught or W naught plus alpha into T. Or W naught, initially it is 0, so W is equal to 0 plus alpha into T. T is 4.472 and W is equal to 8.944, and from this I can get VA, the linear velocity, R into omega, and VB 0.75 into omega, because radius is different, but and because of that radius my linear velocities of these two blocks will be different, but my rotational velocity will remain same, and that rotational velocity will be W only. So from that I can get the value of VA and VB, right? Okay, thank you.